an architectural principle that explains why some rooms just feel right and others feel, well, off. And I bet you've never even heard of it. It's called light on two sides. And modern builders are ignoring it to save a little money, while you're stuck living in rooms nobody actually wants to be in. Welcome back, and I'm Blake from Built by Becker. And after years of being in this business, working on over 500 homes, I started noticing a pattern. The rooms where families actually gather, they have windows on at least two different walls. The rooms that become junk storage, windows on one side only. This comment came from @SWH1665. My favorite residential feature from older home designs is light on two sides. Disappears in many current designs, but those rooms we know people gravitate to. So today, I'm breaking down the architectural science behind why this works, the different types of windows that give you this effect, and most importantly, how to fix it if you're stuck in a modern home that has eliminated this feature to keep construction costs down. By the end of this video, you're gonna walk through your house totally different. You might even figure out why you've been avoiding your own living room. And if you're planning any kind of renovation or just want to understand what makes good design actually work, I've got my design starter kit available. Links in the description. It's got a room by room layout, lighting considerations, and all the stuff that will make you love your home. And hey, while you're down there, hit that like and subscribe button. Now let's dive into it. First things first, what is light on two sides and why does it matter? Back in the 1970s, this architect named Christopher Alexander spent years studying what makes spaces feel comfortable for humans. Not what looks good in a magazine, not what photographs well, what actually makes people want to be in a room. And one of his biggest findings was this: when people have a choice, they always gravitate towards rooms that have windows on at least two different sides. He even published a book called Pattern Language. And here's what the research found. Rooms with windows on only one side create glare around people's faces that makes it harder to understand each other. You're sitting in there trying to have a conversation, and the person across from you is basically backlit like they're in a witness protection interview. Your brain is working overtime trying to compensate between the bright window behind them and their shadowed face. But when you have light coming in from two sides, maybe windows on adjacent walls, windows across from each other, the glare disappears. The light from each window illuminates the wall surfaces around the other window, and everything balances out. Faces are easy to see. The room feels more comfortable, and people naturally want to spend time there. Homes built before and around 1980 naturally had this feature. Casement homes, colonial homes, even basic ranch houses. They were designed with room layouts that put windows on multiple walls. Corner rooms got it automatically. Dining rooms had windows with two or three sides. Living rooms wrapped around corners. But modern production builders, they eliminate that on purpose because windows cost money. Framing for windows costs money. And if they can cram your living room onto one exterior wall instead of two, they save themselves thousands of bucks. Times 100 homes in a subdivision, and you can see why they do it. Now let me show you the different types of windows that can create this two-sided light effect. Some of these you've seen in older homes, and some are making a comeback. And some you might not have even thought about. Type 1, corner windows. This is the most straightforward way to get light on two sides. Put the room in a corner of your house and put windows on both exterior walls. If you grew up in a house built in the 1970s, you probably have at least one bedroom like this. Maybe it was the master bedroom in the corner of a house with windows looking out two different directions. Maybe it was a living room that wrapped around the front corner with windows facing the street and the side yard. And I bet that was everybody's favorite room in the house. Here's why corner windows work so well. You're not just getting light from two different directions, you're getting different light. One window might face east and catch morning sun, the other faces south and stays bright all day, or north and south, giving you balanced indirect light. The variety makes the room feel alive instead of flat. If you're renovating or building, putting main living spaces in the corner locations should be a priority. Yes, it might mean your floor plan isn't a perfect rectangle, but people will actually want to use these rooms. Type 2, bay and bow windows. Bay windows and bow windows are brilliant because they cheat the system. They create the effect of light on multiple sides even when you're technically on one wall. A bay window is a projecting window setup with a large center window and two angled side windows, usually set at 30, 45, and 90 degrees. A bow window is similar, but with 4 or more windows arranged in a gentle curve instead of angles. Because those side windows are angled away from the main wall, light enters the room in different directions. your brain reads it as multiple directional light, even though technically you're only using one exterior wall. Plus, that protection creates actual interior space. You're gaining usable square footage. People put window seats there, reading nooks, space for plants. Cats love them. I installed a bay window in a client's kitchen last year where they had just one over the sink. The bay pushed out about 18 inches and added those angle side windows. The kitchen went from feeling like a dark galley to feeling open and bright, even though we only modified one wall. The wife told me it became her favorite spot in the house. Now, bay and bow windows aren't cheap. You're looking at anywhere between $2,000 to $7,000, $8,000, depending on size and quality. But if you got a room that's stuck on one exterior wall with no way to add windows on the perpendicular walls, this is your best solution. Transom windows. Stay with me on this one because transom windows are criminally underused in modern homes, but they solve multiple problems at once. A transom window is a horizontal window. You see it above doorways in older homes. Before electricity was standard, they served two purposes. They let natural light in from hallways filter into each room when doors were closed, and they could open to create cross ventilation throughout the house. But how does this help the light problem? Let's say you've got a bedroom with windows on only one exterior wall and no way to add more, but the bedroom has a door to a hallway. If you put a transom window above that door, you're bringing light from a second direction. The hallway might have windows at its end or skylights, or just borrowed light from other rooms. That light comes through the transom and suddenly your bedroom doesn't feel like a cave. Transom windows are making a comeback, especially in modern farmhouse designs. You can get operable ones that open for ventilation or just fixed ones for light. They're not too expensive, maybe between $500 and $800 depending on size. And the impact on how a room feels is way bigger than the cost would suggest. Plus, they just look good. Case closed. Type 4. Clerestory or high windows. Clerestory windows are windows placed high on a wall, usually near the ceiling. You see a lot of these in modern churches and contemporary homes, but they were actually common in older craftsman and prairie style homes too. The genius of clerestory windows is this. Light from high windows penetrates much deeper into a room than light from a standard height window. The higher the window, the farther the light reaches. So if you combine clerestory windows on one wall with a regular window on another wall, you're getting both deep light penetration and the two-sided light effect. I've used these windows in several renovations where we couldn't add regular windows to a secondary wall because of structural issues or because it would just look weird on the exterior. But we could add a row of small windows up near the roof line and the problem was solved. The other huge benefit is privacy. A bathroom with high windows gets a ton of natural light without needing curtains or blinds. Same with a home office that faces the street. You don't want neighbors watching you work, but you still would like that natural light. These clerestory windows give you both. Cost-wise, they can run between $600 and $1,000 per window, plus the framing and installation. Not crazy expensive, and they add a ton of architectural interest. Type number 5. Casement windows on adjacent walls. Casement windows are the ones that crank open on hinges, usually swinging outward, and they're the most practical option for creating two-sided light, especially in retrofits. They typically come in narrower sizes, double hung windows, which makes them easier to fit into wall spaces that might not have been designed for windows originally. You want to add a window in an adjacent wall in your living room, but there's not a lot of space because the way the studs line up. A couple of narrow casement windows might fit there where a big double hung wouldn't. Plus, casements give you better ventilation than most window types. They swing fully open, catch crossing breeze, and directing airflow into your room. If you're going through the trouble of adding windows to create two-sided light, you might as well maximize the ventilation while you're at it. I typically pair casement windows with a fixed picture window. It creates combinations that give you both light and airflow. Maybe a large fixed picture window on your main wall for unobstructed views, then casement windows on the adjacent walls for ventilation, and then a second light source. The range in cost for casement windows is pretty wide, anywhere from $600 to $1,200, depending on size and quality, but they are the workhorses. These windows will last 20 to 30 years with minimal maintenance. But wait, what if you're stuck in a modern home that's already built? You can't just rearrange where the exterior walls are. Lucky for you, I thought about that. And here's what you can do. Strategy number 1, add windows to perpendicular walls. This is the most obvious solution, but people don't think about it. If your living room has windows on only the front wall, you can add a window on the side wall. check what's on the other side of the wall. If it's an exterior, you can probably add a window. Even a small window makes a difference. Yes, there's cost. Figure $1,000 to $2,000 per window installed, depending on size. But this is one of those upgrades that will actually pay you back in how you feel about your home every day. Strategy 2, strategic skylights. A skylight isn't technically two sides, but it creates a similar effect. Light from a second direction that eliminates glare and brightens dark corners. If you can't add windows to a wall, adding a skylight or two can transform how any room feels. Modern skylights are way better than the old leaky ones from the 80s. You're looking at anywhere between $1,500 and $4,000 installed, including a shaft if needed, and they should last around 20 years if there's no issues. Strategy number 3. Maximize what you've got. Even if you can't add windows, you can make your existing windows work harder. Use light paint colors on walls to bounce light around. Skip heavy curtains for sheer ones that let light through. Position mirrors across from windows to reflect light back into the room. These aren't perfect solutions, but they will help. Guys, that's it for now. But before you go, don't forget to grab that design starter kit in the description. It goes deep on room layouts, window placement, lighting strategies, and all the stuff we're talking about. It's gonna save you from making expensive mistakes. Hit that subscribe button if this was helpful. Drop a comment and tell me, do you have room in your house with light on both sides? Is it your favorite? I bet it is. Thank you guys for watching. Built by Becker.